Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lay down in green pastures. He lead me beside the still water. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Hello, everybody. I want to thank all of you all that have subscribed to this YouTube page. And if you have not subscribed to this YouTube page, I ask you from the depth of my heart, please hit the like and subscribe button. And I just want to say to you a few words of encouragement that we are going through a pandemic time now, this COVID-19. And I'm asking you to put your confidence and trust in the Lord. And the Lord's going to see us through because He's our shepherd. He's our guide. He's going to lead us through this whole world of trouble. So keep your hands in the hands of the man from Galilee. And guess what? On this page, we got many more to come.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. Mama don't play, yeah, yeah. Mama don't play, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I said, children, mama don't play, yeah, yeah. Your mama just don't play, yeah, yeah. I come by your way today, tell each one of you, you better do what your mama tell you to do, because mama don't play, yeah, yeah. Mama don't play, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I said, mama, she just don't play, yeah, yeah. There'll be time that your mother looks at you. You know deep, deep down in your soul, that much is business, yeah. Mama don't play, yeah, yeah. Mama don't play, yeah, yeah. Mama, she just don't play, yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Always remember, children, mama don't play. Mama don't play. When you have a loving mother and she care about her children, and she do all that she can do to help her children to grow and be somebody good and have respect for themselves and for others. Children, mama don't play.
We are preparing a dinner from Mama's Garden. We are going to have squash leaves with tomatoes and onions. Something we didn't know about, that's enough. Something we didn't know about until a few weeks ago. So we tried it out, did a test run, and everybody liked it. Most people did anyway. We are going to have turnip greens, okra, squash casserole, and fried green tomatoes. Fried zucchini. I'm supposed to show you how to do it. No, you took what?
I showed you how to do it. What are you talking about? Yes, I did. I gave you the recipe, girl. What are you talking about?
You didn't, I'm talking about cutting the tomatoes.
Oh, okay. Come on. It's cool.
I'm going to show you how to use it.
Like a little brother that or brother Dolly.
You know how to do that?
What's that?
I could have saved both of y'all some time.
Yeah, let me know. You could have.
Yeah.
Well, come on over here and show us some time. Come on.
Because
But we want to speed
I know you wanted dice.
Right.
She didn't have to do that.
Hey family, this is Robert again. We're back in the garden that we're calling our mother's garden, Mable, Faulkner, House Brooks. And as you can see, it became a long way. We are finally prospering fruit from it and vegetables from it, and it's looking pretty good. Today we're coming together today to eat some vegetables with our siblings, our brothers and sisters, and Dennis in there cooking right now a little bit some of the things that we have been growing. So God has blessed us. As you can see, we got some tomatoes going, we got some okra going. I know I'm gonna take me some of these home with me today. I drove too far not to take some home with me. Our corn is still growing. It's struggling, but it's still growing. We got plenty of okra. The bell pepper is coming a long way as well. The squash, the zucchini, and then it says some watermelon is out here somewhere.
They in that look. I seen little, yeah, that little cone. Yeah, they in that little cone over there.
We got some watermelon too, y'all, family members. So this is what we have been doing. We done finally got done with the garden, and now we just letting it do what it's do. Today it's kind of raining, you know, but thank God for the rain, because the rain helps the vegetables grow a little bit quicker. You know, it feeds it real good. It gets a lot of energy off the rain. So we just wanted to do another little short film for you guys today, our loved ones all around the United States. So if you're tuning in, if you ever come down, you want some free vegetables, you need to come to my brother's house, Dennis, and Deborah Boxdale. You know, they let us use their garden, and we're blessed with what we're doing. And just thank you for tuning in. Okay, it's on, Prentice.
That okra is stubborn. It don't want to break loose. But hello, everybody. We back again to do the final wrap up on the garden for our dear mother, Mable House Brooks. So as you can see, the idea came about our baby brother, Robert. So he came up with the ideas, and as you looked on the video, you saw us tilling the ground, breaking everything up, sweating, had the little straw hats on our head, thought we was back in the country somewhere. But anyway, as we can say, the Lord have blessed this garden. Everything is growing like it's supposed to. Like Robert just had mentioned, everything going. Now they know more about the garden than I do. They can tell you everything in it. I'm just get some food out here and eat. So the family ready to eat. And once again, if you look at this YouTube page, please hit the like and the subscribe button. And if you want to make comments, put comments on there. Let us know. But this the family here in Nashville, Tennessee, this is what we do to try to show that when a family come together, put their difficult aside, and see what the Lord would do. He will bless us to do what we can do as a family. Hit that red button again.
Amen.
Let me show you what the Most High do for us. Yeah, right. Eat your heart out, dadgummit. Eat your heart out, dadgummit. Yeah, don't make me get down up and chill. Yes, sir. Look around.
That's that zoo, ain't it?
That's zucchini.
Yeah, all right.
Not zucchini, but zucchini.
These ones
Hold on, let me get some cucumber. Here, my glasses, I don't want to mess them up.
Where you getting at? Where you getting at, Dan?
This cucumber, look at that. Eat your heart out.
That's what we finna do, ain't it?
Eat your heart out.
Yeah, let's do it then. I'm finna go ahead and plug me some of these okras real quick.
Look at that. Look at that.
Who you want to say this? What you want to say to you and me?
You and me, eat your heart out, baby girl. Eat your heart out. Here, hold on.
I see the squash trying to
Here, let me this. Man, I'm getting my tennis shoes dirty.
It's all right.
Look, hold up.
Let me get out of the way. Do your thing, then. So you know exactly where to go at, too.
Look at that. Look at that. That's what you call a. What is it?
Zucchini?
No,
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Oh, that ain't it. It's some
That's
more.
a show well. Look at that cantaloupe, boy.
Oh yeah, there was nothing right here. Right here. Oh, there's plenty of them in there. Look at that.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
them baby gotta keep
sir.
going, don't
Did you get the watermelon?
you? No, I didn't see the watermelon.
Come on now, let's go get this little watermelon.
All right, now we both finna be on the yeah. See some babies on here. Oh!
Come on over here.
I ain't
get it right there.
Look at that. Look,
Dennis, go Dennis.
Look at what's called. They gonna be sugar babies. Dadgummit. Look at that. Eat your heart out, Eula. I give you a taste.
what about Ferry? Your turn.
Hey, man. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Big brother David. If you're tuning in.
Look at that.
Yes, sir.
They coming, bro. Look at
Yeah,
that.
man.
They coming. They coming.
They sure will. It's just in time right there, in due time. Now these right here, when these get to grown, I'm gonna come back down and give me something to eat.
What?
I didn't do no squash.
Hurry up and see all them disease leaves. They ain't gonna last much longer. All them flowers right there. Next week, they might make it, they might not.
You know what?
But
I'm thinking the reason why the corn ain't don't want to do
It's planting too late. I don't know what it
It's
is.
probably
Yours got these on top.
it's probably the depth of the
And maybe.
how far we didn't
When
get
you
to
get these on the top, they ain't gonna grow no more.
no Dennis, listen. This stuff, listen big man. This stuff right here is the fertilizer.
Okay.
This is the fertilizer for the silk. This stuff right here, what I did, when this stuff like here get out, this still gonna pop out. It's gonna do like this right here. But when it dry out, do this number right here. Take some of this stuff right here, put it on that silk. Fertilize off of it. That will help you grow. Okay. So they're still in their process. They're still there. Well, give them time.
All right.
The ears are blowing.
There you go. I'm finna cut it off now.
A lot of people think you get squash, let them grow big, but this is the best time to pick them.
Yep.
Young and tender. Boy, I wish if this wasn't dirty, I'd eat it right now.
You need to mention about the leaves.
Oh yeah.
How you can eat the leaves off of
And you can eat these. And we're gonna cook some here in a minute, and we're gonna show you what it look like. And boy, I tell you, we've been missing out. We've been missing out. Can't believe y'all missed all these. See, that's the one you want to take home with you. See, you get them young like this. So good, so good.
That's when they're good.
I've been eating them raw.
Hey, watch some watermelon, friend.
I am the watermelon right here.
Hey, Dick, boy.
Don't be boring me.
By my mother's garden on a rainy and cool day. See, we planted this in remembrance of my mother who's gone away. Will the circus be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better, my mother always said, home awaiting for her in the sky, in the sky. And so, in honor of my mother, we grew this garden. Tomatoes. Mama, I love you.
Hello, everybody. This is Frederick Brooks, one of Mabel Brooks' youngest. Well, this garden was our baby brother Robert came up for the family to start planting a garden in honor of our beautiful mother, Mable Brooks. She's been gone for 8 years now. Seemed like it just happened yesterday. But listen, y'all, this is the beginning, what I want to say, the beginning of a new era. You know, my brother Robert, like I said, the baby boy, came up with this beautiful idea. So this garden is in the memory of our beautiful mother, Mable House Faulkner Brooks. And I just want to say to the family that we love y'all, and those who couldn't make it need to come and see this beautiful thing one day. Thank you.
We got some zucchini, some squash, some cucumbers, and some okra. Whoop, there it is. Finna take us in the house, and we're finna whip it up.
And miss one.
And we missed one. And we finna whip it up, and we finna get down on it.
I think we need to go get more tomatoes.
Check it out and see how many. Wait a minute, Dennis.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Takesha's going to show us her take on it.
Her technique.
All right.
Okay.
Set it down like so.
Oh, I got you now.
Well, I did the same thing.
It's like a,
I know.
It's like a tomato dicer. But you're doing it by hand.
But I did the same thing.
You didn't cut it. You cut it. Yeah, she was going.
Now
You
you
didn't go. You went deeper.
Uh-huh.
And then turn it sideways.
Hi, y'all. See, saved a lot of work. Oh yeah, I should let you go. Smile at Keisha when you're doing that. Show some teeth. Show some teeth. Teeth. Oh. All right, back. Did you want to show some of that skillet? Now
Okay,
back up.
this is the,
Back up so I can get you.
This is the squash leaves we finna make. Something hasn't been eaten.
That you discovered.
But I discovered, I was talking to Marie, and he looked it up, and he got the recipe, so Dolly tried it, and it's been on and popping ever since.
You tried it and then got it.
So what we're gonna do is, you use a little water.
I gotta see this right
Olive
here.
oil. Yeah, because I've never had
Look, everybody. You don't need but a little water.
Squash leaf, and then how you
Just a little water. See that?
olive oil.
You want to use olive oil? You can use any oil you want. That's right. That's right. Dolly use olive oil.
You have to pull that stuff out of there. But it's got such a good taste to it. It almost got a.
Okay, you got that? Got a little olive oil.
And you can see in a minute.
Olive oil.
Everybody
All right.
like
Look,
you and letting everybody.
Look, Robert.
Go ahead.
You got a little water, olive oil.
That's nice.
That right there. Right?
Yeah.
Now, this is my little twist on it.
Keep the camera on the thing. On the thing, Prentice.
I use a little accent.
Not too much, but
You're going to put the accent on after it starts cooking.
Yeah, I ain't finna cook it now. I
I
ain't
need
put on
some
there
salt
now.
box and stuff so I can put on tomatoes.
On these.
No, then the accent that's good for
Yeah, for your food flavor. That's a soft substitute.
enhancing.
Yeah, it's like a soft substitute, right?
too salty.
You trying to get it to boil a little bit. Let me turn it on high.
You got excited.
Give me my.
Yeah, it was too salty. So I told him.
You know what? This is the stuff. You know what? This stuff, like when you're pickling, it makes your pickles crunchier. Okay.
Does it?
Yeah, the accent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it makes it crunchy.
Well, you know, back in the day,
And
The water boiling.
and the wet.
And then you add the. You should have got a leaf
yeah, you should have.
so we can show them what it was.
You want to turn that down, don't you, Dad?
No, I need to get this in there. Get that in there. See, that's the squash leaf. Keisha, you see that? That's the squash leaf. We're going to show you what the squash leaf is in a minute.
Squash leaf what?
That's what Robert going to get a squash leaf. Hey, sweet, I need to get you in the garden now. So, what Freddie?
I I've never had squash leaves.
What you got the
Nobody
rags on?
had.
Well, come on, Dolly, come on, tell them about them okra right there. I mean,
The coronavirus is back up.
The tomatoes.
yeah, tomato. Come
What
on,
they told y'all?
lean us,
We are going to.
lean us sideways so we can see it.
We have sliced up today with green tomatoes, and we're getting them prepared for the skillet.
Hold on, yeah,
So
yeah,
we have
yeah, hold on.
peppers,
Yeah, there you go now.
and now we will put a little
Everybody going about
salt
me,
on
and
them.
I don't live my life.
And now we'll make up our
They
mix,
ain't can't do nothing. The most
our batter for the
what's going on right now?
And
fried
one thing
green
for sure,
tomatoes.
Jenny Mae.
What you gonna say to David? What you doing?
Put it
Corona,
down.
whether it's oops,
Tell David something. Why you doing that?
David,
going out of here.
Y'all heard she finna talk to Bubba.
When your number, the Bible said when your number.
I'm sorry I had to hang up on you a while ago, but I had to get some personal stuff together. But anyway, I wish you were here so you can enjoy Mama's feast with us. It's gonna be ready. We'll take a bite for you. I'm getting these tomatoes ready to fry.
She tried to, she had a flashback, Bubba, Mississippi.
Oh boy, they're gonna be mighty good. Okay.
All right, let me get now.
Is this Deborah?
When I was in the hospital.
About that kidney.
You arrested?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they beat me so hard. They said for 2 minutes, trying to get me back here. And that's why.
Said something like that.
Now that mean it ain't
Just stirring it up.
That's what it
Hey,
was.
hold up, where my top at?
When I
That's
was in
what's
the hospital with this
We need some more tomato for this, because this is
they
a
told
lot.
my daughter she's still.
Wait till it cook
They
down,
told her,
and
you
you'll see it's not a lot.
you know, it wasn't
That's gonna be
you know,
enough
they
tomato.
said I was gonna make it, and Eric kept telling her all this stuff. You know, and Dennis was, you know, he was sick.
We can cut up some more.
And then,
because those
had a different taste.
All right, we done sauteed it about 10 more minutes. Now we add the tomatoes.
I told you put a few tomatoes in at a time just to make sure you had.
Add the tomatoes. There's a lot in here, Dollar. That's what I'm trying to tell you. More than what they did on the video. So you add the tomatoes. And they said season it to your taste. So what I do is this. That's that much salt I'm going to add. Where's the salt?
I know from being in the kitchen a whole lot, the way I do this stuff might be different from the way they do it. Stuff, and everybody got their own.
Teaspoon of salt.
You want this cut up?
Just have to roll with the punches and say, okay, I tried it and that was enough. Yeah.
And oop. In a minute, you're going to be in heaven. In a minute, you're going to be in heaven. Squash leaf. And let that simmer a little bit, 5 or 10 minutes, and we're ready to rock and roll.
All praises to God. Thank you for this beautiful day and having the family together. Mama smiling down from heaven. I can see it now with her beautiful smile, knowing that her children are all together, doing the things that she taught us to do. She taught Dennis how to make that hot water cornbread, which nobody can do like him. And I made her potato salad. I made her potato salad so well, she gave up on it. So we're coming together, keeping her creation alive, her skills alive. I'm so overwhelmed of the togetherness of this family. and how we've come together, and we're trying to stay together as one unit. Not 2 or 3 units, but one unit. Because I know this is what Mama would want. And I can see Mama now smiling down from heaven on her children. We want to thank you, Lord, for this day that you have blessed us with. That's all I have to say.
Will the circus be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? I said when the circle, oh Lord, I said be unbroken by, Lord, by and by. Hello, everybody. It's so good to be here today, and we're here today with the family. We're finna do our final wrap up on this DVD. You have this. You've been looking at the YouTube page. You have seen when we began the garden. You've seen that how we mowed and tilled the ground and all these good things that came on. See my little sister out there. And you seen my nephew out there. You remember you saw him when he grabbed that mulch, threw that mulch, all that mulch came running down his back. But anyway, but we're getting ready to wrap up this DVD. And the only thing we're trying to do is show you that when a family come together, and when we, regardless of the trouble that you have, all family have their disagreement at times. All family gonna have their squabble at times. But at the end of the day, when you iron it out and you come together and do something together, what a wonderful thing it is. And so at the end of this, we're gonna they're closing this YouTube part out on this garden. So at the end of this, when they come out, we'll tell you what the ending part of this garden will be. So when the family come together and give a name to this, then we'll have the name at the end of this. But I want to thank you all for your time that we have had together. And if you like this, what we have done, hit the like and subscribe button. And if you make comments, send us a comment and let us know that how your thing goes.
First, I want to give honor to all praise to the Most High Creator who made all this really possible. First, we want to thank him for giving us the strength, Keisha the idea, Robert bringing it to me, and then we all just came together and we created the garden in Mother Mabel's name. And I know if she was here, she probably would have took over the garden, and really would have showed us more how to be better farmers, because I know she know how to do it. And if she was here, I know she'd be proud of us and probably crying like right now. And it's a wonderful thing for people to come together, brothers and sisters to come together in fellowship. And that's what most I'm proud about.
Okay, I just want to say that I'm glad to be here with family and blessed how the Most High has blessed us and showed us his grace and his mercy. And what we've done in honor of Mother Mabel, I'm sure that she would be very proud of us. And I just want to thank everybody for coming together in love, and that we will enjoy the food that has been prepared and bless the hands that have prepared it. And we're just very grateful.
It is a blessed day today as we all get together as family to honor our mother, Mable Brooks, to see what God has done with the garden that is planted by the family. It's beautiful. All the vegetables that come from the garden, the family will consume some of those today. It is an honor to be a part of what has been grown. We know God has been the one who has overseen it and made sure that Mabel is looking down on her family and smiling today. And that is an honor for me to be a part of this family. Thank you.
Hi, I am Mabel's daughter, and I'm here with my brothers and sisters today in honor of my mother, Mabel Brooks. We created this garden on May the 24th, and today we celebrate by getting together and eating from the garden for the first time. I think it is my first time. So I'm excited. I'm told that we've got some kind of leaf. What is it called around? Tell me.
It's a squash leaf.
A squash leaf that we'll be trying for the first time. Yeah. So I look forward to that. But, I truly miss my mother, and I'm glad that we were able to get together and do this in honor of her. For all our grandchildren and their children to come, we created this so that you can look back and see how important our mother and your grandmother, and for those, mom will be your great grandmother, how important she was to us. And I hope you carry on this legacy by creating your garden one day in honor of mom.
Hello, everybody. My name is Frederick Brooks. It is an honor to be here today to share this garden remembering in honor of our mother, Mable Brooks, who our dear was our baby brother, Robert Earl Brooks. It's a privilege to be a part of this. This will be my first time trying to eat vegetables grown from the garden that the Brooks family has created. And Mom, if all of you was here to see what your baby son have done to bring us all together as one, and so we need to keep this legacy going on in Jesus' name.
I just wanted to say goodbye. He don't know what they want.
Hello, family. We're glad to see y'all today, and just like to give the honor to God, and like to thank Him for all He have done and what He will continue to do for us. We are just coming and gathering today in the memories of our mother, Mable Brooks, and the memorabilia that we have done as a family together of building this garden to be able to bear fruit. And we thank God for letting it bear fruit.
Bear fruit.
Yeah, bear fruit. And we just thank you. I can't get enough talking about God for all He have done, you know. And just like to thank you and for bringing us together today so we can be able to come together and do a little family gathering to be able to eat out of the garden today. Thank God it finally got to the point where it is today, so we can be able to be the first one to taste it and sample it to make sure that it's A-okay. I'm pretty sure that it is. We just learned some new things about what we can and what we can't eat. We just found out that we can eat squash leaves, yes. And also this garden that we named it Mable Brooks, it was Keisha's idea of naming it Mable Brooks.
Amen.
But it came from my wife. It didn't come from me. It came from my wife. So we got to give that to her. And we just thank you, God. But I did come up with the idea of getting it started. But before we got it started, I learned some history of this garden that we have. That before Dennis and Devin moved here, there was a man that used to live here. That there was a garden back there before this. So and I was like,
I done had none of the gardens.
yeah, and I was like,
Y'all
and I was like, okay. So there must be a reason for us to rebuild this garden back here because it turned out beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And the vegetables is growing strong, and you know, thank God for the rain because without the rain, you know, we probably wouldn't have what we have. You know, so come on, baby, we gonna let you give me some free words. She's playing camera shot right now, so we're gonna pull it back in.
She ain't getting out of it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Thank you. So for those who listen, we love you. One more thing. This is not only for us. This garden is for the whole family. So if you want to come and pick out of the garden, feel free to do so. But you must let Dennis and Deborah know that you're here to do it before you do it. Okay? Just don't walk up in that or in their garden without doing it. Our garden without doing this. Let them know that you're going to pick out of it. Okay?
All right, you done?
Yeah, finally.
I'd like to give honor to Mable Brooks' garden. When Robert first told me that they were fixing to start a garden and they was trying to come up with a name, I said, well, why don't you call it Mable Garden? I thought it was the appropriate thing for them to do because, you know, they're all brothers and sisters, and this is a way for all of us to get together instead of always having to get together when on a sad day. We can come together at any time with this being a great way for us to share history with each other, to remember the good times with each other, to remember everything that Mama used to do while she was here. And I'm sure she's smiling down on everyone that is here today, and she's looking down at the garden and probably putting her hands in it, you know, helping it grow. And I know she's proud, and I'm glad that I got to know Mother Mable Brooks. She was a wonderful woman, and she was there for me when I lost mine. And I'm just grateful to have a bunch of loving brothers and sisters as well, because I couldn't do none of this stuff and help out with any of this stuff without y'all.
No.
Thank y'all.
Okay, well, we're here with our family, but there are a few that was not able to make it today. Richard Lee Brooks and Willie Brooks. We miss you all. Sorry you couldn't make it, but we want to mention you because we love you and we hope that you're well. There is one of our brothers that I would like to, we lost two, but I would like to talk about one of my younger brothers. His name was Clyde Brooks Jr. And unfortunately he's not here because he passed away 2 decades ago. But we want to honor him as well because we know where he is. And we pray that one day my mother will get to see him one day. So we love you, and you'll never know how much we miss you. You were the first to leave our family, and it tore us on the deepest of our heart. But we know God knows best. And as He took you home, we understood. We love you, and we miss you, and we wish you were here, but God wanted you more. We love you, Buster. Clyde Brooks Jr.
Keeping on the theme, I would like to honor the oldest brother to leave us, the last to leave us, Marshall. We called him Maine. Everybody loved him. And I'm going to tell you a little story. On his deathbed, they called me and told me, darling, he's on his last. And I went over. They had to carry me up the steps because I wasn't able to walk up the steps. But when I got there and he laid on the hospital bed on oxygen, he was not conscious. And I sat there holding his hand. I can't tell you the amount of people that was there that day. They came in to share their love with him at the time of his leaving. But one man I remember, he came in and he said, "May, the reason I'm living is because of you." And he threw himself across Maine. He said, "I love you, Blake." He said, "You are the reason that I'm living. You saved my life." I remember him, and I remembered the love that he showed my brother at the time. If one person came in, it was about 20. Everybody came in and they were sharing their love and experience with Maine at the time. He was a great fisherman. He loved to fish, and he had a lot of fishing stories. And a lot of people that came in shared their fishing stories with him. But at the end of his life, his daughter was laying in the bed with him. She was asleep. And all of a sudden, Maine raised up and opened his eyes. And then he took his last breath and laid down and died. I'm still holding his hand. But he was a very loving person. I can remember one time when I had surgery, Maine would come and do my feet. Maine had my feet as smooth as a baby bottom. I remember those good times. We would share books. Maine was a very knowledgeable person. There was nothing that he didn't have knowledge about. We would talk about the Iliad and a lot of the mythical things. We loved talking about all those books and things. But he's truly missed by me. It's all alone. David?
Keep going.
David Earl House, the eldest boy. Now we were raised in Mississippi, running barefooted on the dirt roads and on the highway too. Boy, you know that was hot to the feet. I can remember we used to buy Cracker Jacks from the Rolling Stone man when he come to the area. We would buy a box of Cracker Jacks, and we would get the prize out of the Cracker Jacks. We had a shoebox that we had all our prizes in. And on rainy days, we would make a pallet in the floor. And we would get our Cracker Jack toys and play with them. You thought we had $1 million. And all we had was a piece of plastic, playing with it. You buy a box of Cracker Jacks now, you get a piece of paper in there, that's your prize. Other memories of David and we were raised with our great-grandmother at that time. And we had all fruit trees around us, you know.
What was her name?
Alice House was her name. And Bubba is what we called him. We got a bucket, molasses bucket, gallon. And we went to the persimmon tree. And we picked persimmons, all that we hadn't eaten. And got back home and gave the persimmons. Mama said, "What do you have?" "Mama, we picked persimmons." She said, "Give me them persimmons." She took 2 out of the bucket and gave 1 to me and 1 to Bubba. Guess what she did? She took those persimmons and made wine out of them. Mama was a winemaker.
Wow.
She was a baker. She was a cook. She was a nurse. She was a doctor. She had the skills of it all, which it took all of that in the days that you were coming up to manage your house. But David and I, we had good times. Bubba had a little red wagon. I remember this one. And we were sent to the sawmill. Go to the sawmill and get some wood. So we picked up 2 of our other friends and we went to the sawmill to get some wood. And I was always scary. Behind the sawmill, they told me, was a sinkhole, quicksand. And they were getting ready to, the other 2 kids were getting ready to slide down the sawdust, which led to the quicksand. "Come on, Bubba." I wouldn't let my brother go. So we kept playing and we kept playing. We hadn't gotten 1 stick of wood yet. And we found a watermelon. Bubba reached down to get the watermelon, and there was a snake. Bubba said, "Snake!" 4 little black kids took off. We didn't go across the field the way we came. We headed for the highway. When we got back to the house, we told our grandmother that we didn't get any wood because there was a snake there. So she went back up there with us. When she found out that we hadn't put a stick of wood in that wagon, and we had been there a long time. You know we had it in for us when we got back home. Those were the good days. They were hard times, but we didn't know it. They were good days. David, I wish you were here with us. But I shared memories of us coming up together. And the next time we meet, hopefully you'll be here. And you'll get to share the garden with us. I love you.
Love you, big brother.
Love you, David.
No, I didn't know.
Hello. I want to come in and fill in with my big sisters. She got a little emotion thinking about the family. Remember, this is we just telling you about the family, why the importance of the garden is so important. It's giving a memory, a rundown of the family life. But our next older brother, next to Bubba, is C.C. Barksdale. We call him Jimmy. And he used to sing a song that said, "Oh Lord, oh Lord, you know me, oh Lord.
that song all the time. Now, the ones down in Mississippi, we wasn't brought up in the house like my older sister talked about our great grandmother, Grandma Adams. Her and Bubba was here in Nashville with them for a little. Well, they were with grandma. Bubba was. Okay, but anyway, but like I said, my older sister, she know. Like I said, I'm filling in for her because she emotional right now. But CC, he like I said, he loved to sing, and he always had a tremendous voice in singing. And Jimmy, we love you. His family love him, and we just want to know. We wish he was here with us, but we want all the family to know that our love go out to each one of you. And Jimmy, the whole family, we love you, and if be the Lord will, we know that everything gonna go well with you. Just hang in there, and once again, we all love you.
Hi, I just want to, first of all, my mother had 12 kids. It was 10 boys and 2 girls. And you just saw my sister. She spoke of other family siblings. But, and I have already spoken of Buster, but I just want to give you a little of his character. And I'm the 7th child, and he was the 6th right under me. Now, know that all those that were under me, I helped care for. So, Buster and I was close in age, but because I was the oldest, I got to tell them what to do. Well, that's what I thought until my brother Dennis got in the picture. Buster was a strong person. We used to call him Superman. He didn't bother anybody. He had a lot of pride. He loved his family, but I remember a story where he wanted to go to the laundromat with my mother, and my mother said he couldn't go. So he just, for some reason, thought he was Superman. He was always showing his muscles and fletching. And so my mother said he couldn't go, and so he decided, right when my mother went out the front door, he decided to jump through the window, through the glass window, just like Superman, and landed flat on his stomach. And my mother looked back, and of course, you know, she didn't get to the laundromat that day. But that's just an example of who he was. And I already had control of my brothers because my mom or my oldest brother went home. I had to see after them, and they were always mine. But there was one time Buster had started to get bigger. He started to get stronger, but he didn't realize that until my brother Dennis. One day, I had them all in line with my switch, and I said, "You're not going, Buster. I'm going outside." I said, "No, you're not going outside." And Buster said, "Yeah, well, okay." And then Dennis said, "Man, you don't need to tell him. Buster, go look in the mirror. You know, you realize all the muscles you got." And Buster said, "Huh?" So Buster went in the mirror and started doing like this and started doing like this. And he come back and said, "You can't tell me what to do." And I said, "Well, what you mean?" "Well, Dennis said I'm bigger than you, so you can't tell me what to do no more." And so after that, I really couldn't tell him what to do. You know, he was fixed on knowing, but so that's one of the things about my brother. But he was the sweetest, kindest person, just like all of us are, because that's what my mother instilled in us. Sweetest person in the world. Would do anything for you. Just love life, and we just lost him at a young age, but you know, we missed him. But that's what I wanted to ask. He has one son that he blessed us with. His name is Clyde Hopkins. So, to you, Clyde.
Yeah, yeah. As I was walking down this old pathway, my father, he would always sing some spiritual song. I know the Lord love me, yes, I believe he really do love me. Yes, he really do love me. All the trouble that I have caused in my life, I still believe he loved me. I know the Lord loved me. He really, really do love me. just singing as we were walking down this old pathway. Oh, children, now the Lord, He got the whole world in His hands. Yeah, He got the whole world in His hands. Oh, don't you know He got the little bitty baby in the palm of His mighty hands. Yes, He got the whole world in His hands. Oh, my Lord, at time looking out of the window, my Father, He will be chopping some firewood. Yeah, I could hear Him singing some spiritual song. Going away, don't you wanna go? Going away, don't you wanna go? Going away, don't you wanna go to my home on the other shore? Mother and Father standing and crying. Mother and Father standing and crying. My mother and Father standing and crying. My child, yes, they about to die. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my Lord, just hearing my Father sing them good old spiritual songs. Yeah, yeah. At times when my father and mother just was sitting around the fireplace on this old wooden bench. Yeah, you will hear, see them tears just running all down their face. Then my father began to sing a song, and my mother will sing along with him. Yeah, yeah. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw the herds come rolling, oh, to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by? Oh, by and by. There's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Oh, Lord, just sitting right here on this old wooden bench, just hearing those good old spiritual songs from my father and my mother. Yeah. There's something going on in this old house. Let me tell you now. There is something going on in this old house. Oh, Mama, highway. My father and mother, they would be just sitting on this old bench. And then my father started patting his feet, holding my little sister in his arms. Then he began to sing a song. Oh, my little children, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
shoes and you got shoes. All of our children got shoes. Well, when we get to heaven, we gonna put on our shoes. We gonna walk around God's heaven, God's heaven, God's heaven. Yeah, there was something going on in this old house on number 4 highway. There were so many songs that were sung in this old house until I just can't remember them all. Sometimes I will hear my mother just singing in this old house. It isn't nobody but Lord who has all the little bitty baby in his hand. Then she will start singing. He got the whole wide world in his hand. He got the whole wide world in the palm of his hand. He got all the little bitty baby in his hand. I know he got all the little bitty baby in the palm of his mighty hand. Yeah. He got the whole world in his hands.
I hope you enjoyed the show, and please come back.